So I just wanted to give a bit of instruction or some experience that I've had with doing NocMig stuff. I've been doing it on and off for a couple of years now, but more so in the last month, and thought I could maybe share some just some advice and some insights and things like that about setup and how to analyze calls and how to recognize certain species. Just because there's a lot of people new coming into this at the minute, and I figured it's probably kind of helpful just to go through a few of these things, offer people some insights that I've had. So I thought I'd start. This is my sort of basic setup, and all I've got here is a Boya shotgun microphone with a single battery AA phantom power inside here, which is just rigged up, pointed directly at the sky. A lot of people use parabolas as well, which can be handy, or even putting it in a bucket. If you've just got the sort of field recorder, put it directly in a bucket. That'll help increase the amount of sound captured. But for me, this seems to work pretty well. Just a standard shotgun microphone pointed directly at the sky, and it's the thing I've gone for is a pretty cheap mic as well. It's only like 50 quid. So if I get a day where there's some unexpected rain, the microphone breaks. The advantage is that it's not like a £300 or £400 Sennheiser, top of the range microphone. So there's 3 settings on this one. I just have it on. The middle one is just like a high pass filter, basically to cut out really loud extraneous noises, which might be useful on nights of like high wind, which can obviously pick up on the microphone if you don't have it muffled. So yeah, that's the outside setup, and then this is just connected to an XLR cable, which runs in through the window. So I'll show you the next bit inside. So then what I tend to do is just have the XLR from the microphone running back inside somewhere. That allows you to keep everything else dry. Find a window or a door that you can ideally close on it, and then if there's a security risk, you don't get your field recorder stolen. But I use a Zoom H4n, which is sort of £120 field recorder. And this runs both by battery, 2 AA's, and also you can get mains adapters for it. So when you're doing NocMig stuff, it's pretty useful to have something that's actually plugged into the mains, because normally you're going to run down within like a night and a half, probably, a pair of AA batteries. So then connecting these with the Zoom H4n, the nice thing is that you can plug it directly into these XLR ports that it has. So kind of need an extra hand. Sweet. So that will just plug directly into here. There we go. Or as an alternative, if you have a different handheld recorder, often if you still want to use an external mic, that's often an auxiliary plug-in for some of these microphones. So things like the Olympus series, the LS 11 and 12 only have auxiliary connections for external microphones. So that means you'll need one of these if you want to connect to a sort of professional standard microphone, an LXR type cable. So this is just a basic LXR adapter, and on the Zoom H4n that goes in the back, and then that can just run from the back directly into the LXR cable that you've got. So you want I think this is the male end of an auxiliary, and then this is a female XLR port. So this is the adapter you'll need, male auxiliary to female XLR, if you're trying to convert from a field recorder that's got only an auxiliary input cable. Most of these field recorders also have line outs for monitoring, and that can be really handy if you want to do kind of set your NocMig stuff up on a PA system, which a few people have done and had some success actually in like being able to run outside at times when they hear things. So I've managed that for a few species, widgeon and teal flying over. You can actually be sat inside reading or doing something else and hear directly the thing that's flying over as it comes over, run out and genuinely record it for your garden list or whatever. So yeah, this setup will just run through here, and then if you were to plug in a line out to a speaker and run it like over a PA system, this could go into this is just your line out auxiliary, and I've just got it running into a portable speaker here, but you could run it into whatever PA system you have at home. So to set everything going, once you're sure your microphone is on and outside and connected to your recorder, you can put your SD card in, obviously, and it's worth configuring the menu potentially in the time, just so you've got timestamps that are appropriate on your recording. But then you need to make sure on whatever you're using you switch between the external mic and what's internal to the field recorder. So these things will flip between the internal and the external mics. So, and once you've got your memory card in, just press record. And so this is coming in with a left and right channel at the minute, and I know that I've got this, I want the microphone outside to monitor in just through the left channel on the XLR, and that means I need to switch across to just the left channel, and you can see that that's because there's stuff singing outside, that's oscillating up and down quite a lot. I give that a tap, doesn't really make that much difference, but if I tap on the window, you can okay, you can see that's definitely coming in through that mic out there and not through these ones in here. So that's just how I run a quick check.